What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Let's talk some boxing this morning, man. Let's talk some boxing. Once again, just come off of a very, very good show on Trill Boxing Talk. Shout out to 78 Sports TV and Black Fight Fan TV for having another great show. Let me correct the spelling on this title real quick. I just saw that I spelled control with two L's, so I'm gonna take a second and before I have some troll jump up here telling me I don't know how to spell. Look, man, this is I did a video before. I released one earlier today, man, but I'm going to talk about the same thing in this live stream. And that is these cats got to come on with it, man. They are just being penny wise and pound foolish with the way that this is these young dudes' fault, man. What's going on, Mike Biggs Boxing? Let me say what's up to everybody before we get going, man. Lionheart, what's good? King J Rob. Let me go back up to the beginning, man, because I was correcting my spelling. Man, Ronald Gomez, what's good, man? Yeah, man, I'm still grinding, man, and we in here. United Boxing Talk, what's good? Pasha Blaine, man, always good to see you. Emmanuel Mamak, Real Economics. My man, King El Ray, what's good? Big Snack Pack, Mr. Mont, Quad Marley, what's good? Yes, sir. Abel Mihari, good. What's good? I like the Bulls logo, man. What's good, Jeff, the producer? King El Ray, I think I said what's up. Good. Melvin Jackson in the house. What's good, man? Big Shaw, what's good? Yes, sir. Artemis Harris, my man. What's good? BG, what's good? Yep said, yes, what's good to you? Almighty Law 703. Everybody up in here, chop money. One King and Toot. Robinson up in this joint. What's going on, Shady G? Player. Oh, yeah. Ali Voso, what's good? Retro boxing and documentaries formerly known as Blood Boxing in the house. What's good, man? Toot Robinson, much love in the super chat, man. Yes, sir. For non running wild, man. We got to do this. This motherfucker got to go away, man. Okay? Enough is enough is enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okay? Floyd Mayweather needs to go away. And he's not going to go away. These man, I'm telling you, these cats acting like they made it is the problem. All these dudes want to act like they've made it, man. You have not made it. You've not made it. You are not the man in your weight division. You are not the man in your weight division. Okay? I got a lot of people sitting there. It was kind of hot what I said about Canelo yesterday. All right? They were like, Fanon, no, he just computer raw. He's not pound for pound. He's not, hey. He fought Gennady Golovkin, dude, okay? He fought the dude. He didn't fuck around and say, I'm the A side like Anthony Joshua did. Gennady Golovkin needs to get realistic about the sport. You know how much money he's at. He gave that dude like a 50. What did he do to fight Gennady Golovkin? Was it 60-40 or 55, like 55-45 or some shit like that to get that fight? To make it look like, and then walk to the dude. The whole fight, man. You ain't got to be a Canelo Alvarez fan or like Canelo Alvarez, man. But Canelo Alvarez is fighting these dudes, man. You could say this guy's too old or that guy's too old or he don't decide. But these motherfuckers ain't even fighting. They're not even fighting. And it doesn't, and see, it might be one reason might be, okay, what's going on, Marlon Sims in the house, man? What's good, man? We got to support Marlon Sims, a boxer. But look, it might be that Errol Spence Jr. ain't getting the fights, right? So everybody knows I'm big, man. I love Errol Spence Jr. as a fighter, man. That's my dude. What's going on, Ryan Clark? But I'm going to tell you, man, the fact that Errol Spence Jr. has not fought Keith Thurman hurts Errol Spence Jr. The fact that Keith Thurman has, there's just like 78 said, there's 4 fucking champions at 147 pounds, but where's the money going to go? All the money is going to go to the WBA regular title. And Floyd Mayweather is going to act like he just won a major championship belt when he gets the WBO regular title. All the attention is going to go to Floyd Mayweather Jr. It's going to suck the life out of the reputation of all these cats acting like they made it because they got more money than niggas that live in the same neighborhood as them. Man, they got to fight. There's no excuse for it, man. They got to fight because if they fought each other, this Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight couldn't happen. And I do believe 100% somebody needs to run up on him. Somebody needs to, Errol Spence needs to go in the Mayweather gym, push that dude in the chest, be like, man, stop faking it. It's my decision. I mean, this is my division. This is my division, and you stealing. You stealing the attention. You stealing the spotlight. If you want to do that, you want to be the man, you want to make $100 million, earn your $100 million and fight me. Earn your $100 million. Don't steal $100 million. My man, the expert Gina says, breaking news. Canelo GGG official line for potential third fight is a pick -110 on the fight at Westgate, Las Vegas Superbook. And they're going to make that money again. Because why? Because Canelo Alvarez is fighting Gennady Golovkin. He's not fighting Jose fucking Benavidez. He's not fighting Benavidez. And dude, Gennady Golovkin is going to earn more money in his one fight than that whole fucking contract is probably worth for Terrence Crawford. $3 million guaranteed for 3 years. That's 3 fights a year. That's 3 times 3, that's 9. 9 times 3 is $27 million guaranteed, man. $27 million guaranteed. Gennady Golovkin made that shit last week. Gennady Golovkin made that on Saturday, man. He made it on Saturday. So get out of here with these lucrative deals. You're not making the money. And you're not making the money because you won't take the chance of letting somebody beat you. Keith Thurman wouldn't take the chance of losing. So, what has he done? What has he done to get this fight? Let it percolate a little. Keep letting it go, and keep letting it go for how many years? While you let Floyd Mayweather must be laughing, dog. Like, I'll take the money though. You don't want that money? I'll take that money. You want to act like you don't want to fight? I got an old man named Pacquiao that'll pay me to fight. Oh, you'll pay me to fight. Playing you like a sucker. And I ain't paying for that dude's fight. What's going on, Volcanus, man? Much love in the super chat. It said Grand Rising for 9 in chat. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Grand Rising to you as well. My man Gary Benson said, what's up for 9? Man, much love in the super chat. This is what happens when today's fighters duck each other. Mayweather and Pacquiao shouldn't even be relevant. They will make more money because of off their resume. That's the problem. They have no resume. That's exactly. They have no resume. And come on, man. There's no reason why this fight should be interesting. Because true boxing fans, real hardcore boxing fans that watch these guys fight know how terrific a fight Canelo Alvarez, how terrific Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford could be. Man, fucking Anthony Joshua should just be, dude, if I was, I'll get on these young dudes, but Anthony Joshua, you're a fucking moron. Come on, man. Anthony, you are a moron. How are you not going to take that fight with Deontay Wilder? How will you not take that fight? $50 million guaranteed, $80 million guaranteed over 2 fights, and you don't take the fight to earn 6 to 10 for Alexander Povetkin? You flushed your legacy down the toilet. Man, Manny Pacquiao got that reputation because of who Manny Pacquiao fought. Who he fought and who he lost to. Don't even got to look at the 0 on the record for Mayweather. Look at Manny Pacquiao. How many times has Manny Pacquiao lost? Manny Pacquiao lost to Eric Morales. He got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. He lost to Tim Bradley. He lost to Jeff Horn. He lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And he's still going to make more money in the next fight than you all made in your whole damn career. Off of 4 losses. He got knocked out in his fucking, what? He got knocked out before he left the Philippines. But people are rewarding him because of who he has fought, man. Because who he's fought. Not because they think not because of the crap. Man, come on, man. I'm sick of Floyd Mayweather Jr. I really want to see the next level. I want to see the next generation of boxers, man. These cats are, I'm telling you, fighting. You're not fighting for literal peanuts. But come on, man. Manny Pacquiao was going to make more around than Terrence Crawford would make for a fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. made more around for fighting a guy that's not even a boxer, man. That money is boxing's money. Those are for boxers, man. That money should be for the best fighting the best. That's who that should go to. But if you guys just want to sit around and play the fucking D-League and be fancy and not go pro, they're going to keep making that money on you because you letting these promoters. But what happened? These also guys, they forced a promoter to let them make that money. These guys don't even have promoters holding them back. I mean, I could at least say Terrence Crawford, you got a promoter that might hold you back. But come on, man, you can't tell me that just do something, man. This is ridiculous. Let me get to the chat. Underrated darkness. I mean, it's for real. Anthony Joshua, it's a humiliating. There's no other sport that would get away with this, man. No other sport would allow this to happen. Reggie Owens said, for now, you so on point about the situation. I could not rock with what Trill Boxing Talk was talking about, but I get it. These new fighters lack self-marketing and fight promote. I'm not sure what you're talking about with Trill Boxing Talk. I'm agreeing with what they said, man. I'm not sure what they were talking about, but what specifically you disagreeing with, or are you? Let me read this right. Oh, yeah, but you get it. Look, man, to be a Floyd Mayweather fan, maybe because they were so hard on Floyd Mayweather. Look, man, I don't blame Floyd Mayweather for taking advantage of y'all. Okay? I don't blame Eddie Hearn for taking advantage of Anthony Joshua. I blame Anthony Joshua for being taken advantage of. This moron would rather fight. He had $80 million guaranteed, dude. He had a guaranteed route to be a legendary heavyweight champion, unified heavyweight champion of the world, and he chose not to do it because he wanted to be loyal to fight fans in the UK who obviously are not loyal to him because they're not buying up the tickets for his fight with Alexander Povetkin. But, he wanted to be loyal. He came up with every excuse in the world not to take the reign because he thought he was at the top. But he's not at the top. And I said it the whole time. Floyd Mayweather's still at the top of boxing. And the only reason he's at the top of boxing is because nobody's saying this is the best fighter today. And it's not that imaginary pound for pound crap. I mean, I made the video about Canelo being pound for pound. Honestly, man, I don't even care about pound for pound. But I'm like, look, man, this dude, Combuterol and all, is fighting guys, man. He's fighting guys. Now, he didn't fight Charlo, and the thing going on with Charlo's been going on for a while. I understand that. And I was watching the Lara fight. I watched those fights that I thought he lost, and I know he gets close decisions. But damn it, the dude, read his resume. He has a fan base. He has a fan base that gets to see him fight. And he's taking fights that they want to see. Believe it or not, he's taking fights that his fan base wants him to take. His fan base wanted him to fight Gennady Golovkin. He fought Gennady Golovkin. And he beat Gennady Golovkin. The fact is now, the fan base, there is no black fan base because it's being pimped. The unification of the black fan base is what's going to push one of these guys to the top and push him over everyone. The unification of the black fan base in the United States kicked Anthony Joshua out of it. Unification of the black fan base in boxing is the key to it all. These guys all have the same damn fan base. Canelo doesn't have that doesn't have that fan base. He's got a Mexican fan base. He's got that locked down. He's the #1 Mexican fighter. That's why he's making that money. Because he's the #1 Mexican fighter. The only reason Floyd Mayweather Jr. is making that money is because he was the #1 black fighter. But he's not that anymore. He's not that anymore. And these young black fighters need to fight each other and figure out who the fuck is the king of the black fighters. And let them then stud up, like my man said, then stud up. But Terrence Crawford's not going to be shit in the long run until he steps up and he becomes the king of 147 pounds. If he beats Errol Spence Jr., if he beats Keith Thurman, if he beats Sean Porter, then everybody that's talking about who would win between Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman, they ain't got to have that conversation anymore. Everybody can get behind Terrence Crawford, and then the question is, is Mikey Garcia going to fight Terrence Crawford? We don't care about no Mikey Garcia fighting anybody. Then Mikey Garcia can get his fan base. Terrence Crawford got his fan base, and boom, you got a $200 million fight. But it's not going to be happening as these young black fighters don't fight each other. That's Errol Spence, that's Sean Porter, that's Keith Thurman, that's Keith Thurman, and that's fucking Terrence Crawford too. Y'all need to fight each other. Anthony Joshua ain't going to get no love in the United States because he's a black fighter. And until he fights that other black fighter in the United States, he will never solidify his true fan base. You think that Anthony Joshua, you fucking moron, if you think you're big in the UK, could you imagine if there was 30 million black people in America that were supporting you and riding with you? You wouldn't need Eddie Hearn, dude. You'd be making 200, you'd be like $200 million a fight because after that solidified, all these other cats would support you. But y'all want to just, come on. It's time, dude. It's time. Volcanus didn't Spinks beat Floyd up in sparring. Correct me if he's wrong. Yeah, he did. That's the rumor that he did. He beat him up. Yeah, but he did beat him in sparring. But he got to beat him up in the ring now. And he shouldn't get away with it. Reggie Owens said these fighters are playing themselves financially. Floyd, Canelo, Conor McGregor showing them that the big money is in the sports when top guys. Dang, forgive me, man, because I got a little. Hold on one second. Line it up and sell themselves. These fools act cute, man. It's time for boxing to move on, man. It's time for boxing to move on. Get away from, and it's not the fans' fault. It's not the fans' fault. It's not what's going on, Lewis Coleman. It's not the fans. I mean, it's not the fans' fault. It's not Manny Pacquiao's fault. It's not Floyd Mayweather's fault. It's the fight, and I'm going to tell you exactly whose fault it is. It is Keith Thurman's fault. It is Danny Garcia's fault. It is Sean Porter's fault. It is Errol Spence Jr.'s fault. If Errol Spence can't get them in the ring, it is those guys' fault. Because they should be getting a fucking room and say, look, we got to fight each other. And whoever wins, wins, damn it. Whoever wins, wins. But look, we got to do it. We got to get a new Black Murderers Row tournament if you can't do anything else. It's their fault. Keith Thurman's, Errol Spence's, Sean Porter's, Keith Thurman's. It's their fault. It's their fault. You guys need to get together and fight. And whoever wins is the man, period. And you guys make it's the fans fight. We buy this shit. No, it's not. It's not our fan. It's not their fight. It's not their fault. Because the boxing, I can't make them fight. I'm a fan. I'm not a media guy. I can't make them fight. I cannot make them. Trust me, till I'm blue in the face. And it's hard for my face. It's hard. It's on the said, Ray, I don't agree, Fanon. These youngsters don't want to make the money. Why? I don't knock Floyd for getting his money. I didn't blame Floyd Mayweather. I specifically said I don't blame Floyd Mayweather Jr. I don't think it's his fault. Let me tell you, if somebody offered me $100 million to go fight Eric Jenkins tomorrow, shit, Errol Spence be damn. I'm going to get that money. You got that right. I'm about to fight you. You kidding me? I'm about to fight you. If you want to pay me and you're entertained and you must want it, cool. But how are you going to know what's the best if you don't know who's the best? Right now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is still considered the best fighter in the world. He still what's good, Lawrence RBE? He's still considered the best. He's still considered the best fighter in the world. Ask these people. There's people out there that still believe that Floyd Mayweather Jr. Can beat fucking Deontay Wilder. There are some cats, some real casual cats out there that believe that nonsense, man. Just get in the ring and fight each other, man. And if you aren't the top, you're not the top. Fight your way back up and make another one. You will make more money in a good split with a guy that's making $100 million a fight than you will be in the A side where you're making $3 million, and the other guy, the B side to those fights, make money, man. I mean, look, Manny Pacquiao is the B side to the fight with Floyd Mayweather, and he's going to make more money than these guys have made in their whole career, being the B side of it. What's good, Kai Harrison, man? Much love in the super chat, my man. Myron Mangus says, great perspective. If they want the OGs out the way, they need to give fans a reason not to care about it or miss them. Exactly. Let me tell you, man, I'm a paralleler, man. I would talk about Muhammad Ali all day, every day. I love Muhammad Ali. He's the greatest fighter in the world that I think is ever, best heavyweight ever, be well beyond boxing. You know, everybody knows this channel knows how I feel about Muhammad Ali. But I can't do a video about Muhammad Ali if I want to get more than 500 people to watch it. And the reason why is because boxing has moved beyond Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, rest in peace, has passed away. His prime was in the 60s. He's iconic. He's all this, but his time is past. You know, now it's about Floyd Mayweather. And it's about Floyd Mayweather until somebody like Mike Tyson comes around. Ali's era ended when Mike Tyson came around because Mike Tyson fought and beat everybody. He unified the heavyweight division. Hardcore fans and casual fans all together did it. But if Larry Holmes wouldn't have fought him, if Michael Spinks wouldn't have fought him, if Trevor Berbick wouldn't have fought him, then he'd just be like, well, we don't know. Come on, man. Just fight each other and then try to get a rematch. You can make more money now. Man, Errol Spence Jr. can make more money right now if Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought him. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought Errol Spence Jr., Errol Spence Jr. would make more money than he's made in his entire career, or he would make in the next 5-6 years fighting without him, the way things are going. Because the way things are going, there is going to be no unification in welterweight. There are going to be no great fighters. And the only way that he gets to do is if he goes up to 160 pounds and fights Canelo Alvarez. That's it. He got to go up 2 weight divisions, something he shouldn't even have to do. Because the great fighters are at welterweight. It's the deepest division in boxing. And it just so happens to be the division that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has to fight in and Manny Pacquiao has to fight in. Just like 78 Source TV, they said they should be like, man, I don't care about this. You got to fight Errol Spence, man. But who's going to demand it because nobody knows who he is? Nobody knows who Terrence Crawford is. Nobody knows who of the casual fans knows who Keith Thurman is. Just come on, man. Floyd, what? What was this? Hold on. Something about Floyd, anybody under 140? What are you getting deleted for? Floyd's going to beat the doo-doo out of Pacquiao. No, he's not. He's going to win a decision. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to win a decision against Manny Pacquiao. It's going to go 12 rounds. He's going to outbox Manny Pacquiao. He's going to win by decision. That's it. Ain't going to be nothing else to it but that. Volcano said Lewis Coleman don't mean Floyd's life didn't flash before his eyes when sparring Spence. You and me ain't Floyd's brother. I'm telling you, man, he's not beating him, dude. Okay? And if he can't get in there and beat him, if Floyd Mayweather could beat Errol Spence Jr., he'd be fighting him. Okay? Oh, Floyd beats anyone under 147? No, he doesn't. Anyone under 147 you think he's going to beat? No, I don't believe that. Floyd Mayweather is 42 years old, man. It's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap. Floyd Mayweather Jr. fights too many people at 140 pounds, he's going to lose. He's 42 years old, man. 42 years old, man. I don't believe, prove it. Age hits everybody, man. The dude had a hard time, 3 years ago with a guy that didn't weigh, with a marginal 140 pounder in Marcos Maidana. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, man. But come on, man. He's not the top-notch boxer right now. He's not. His time is past, man. But I don't blame him. Marlon says people want to blame Floyd because everybody wants to act like him with this let this fight build, but haven't done enough. Yeah, let it build. No. Take the fight. Take the fight. Win the fight. Win the fight. Solidify your fan base. Win the fight, solidify your fan base. And then have people want to see you fight again. Floyd was not making all that money, dude, when he was doing all the hard fights. His hard fights took place well before he made all his money. How are you going to try to do what Floyd, if you're going to follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, that means take your hard fights now and get reward later. Because Floyd's tough fights were at 135 pounds, man. Those were his tough fights. His 147 pounds by comparison were cakewalks, man. He's never had a harder fight in a championship fight than Emmanuel Augustus and Jose Luis Castillo. He never was an underdog. He was probably, I don't know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but he had a whole bunch of people thinking he would lose against Diego Corrales. And I always love it because that's the day I realized that Dougie Fisher was a moron. But that's how he got those. He fought the tough fights beforehand. He didn't wait around to make the biggest payday. He didn't wait around like, oh, I'm going to take the fight that I don't know if I can win. Of all the guys that have won, all the guys that I mentioned at 147 pounds, the only two people so far that have been in a fight, that have won a fight that people thought they were going to lose is Errol Spence Jr. against Kell Brook and Danny Garcia against Lucas Matisse. Those are the only people that have been in a fight at welterweight that are significant at welterweight that took a fight that not everybody in their mama knew were going to win before it got in there. Except for maybe now Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, some marginal shit. What I'm saying is, dude, if you don't take the chance, you don't deserve it. And Errol Spence is a chance for Terrence Crawford. I know people say, oh, Terrence Crawford is going to walk through him. It'll be easy money. That shit ain't easy money. Okay, it ain't easy money because if it was easy money, they'd be making it. We live in a world now, dog. Oh, yeah, he was a major underdog versus Hernandez too. Exactly, Gennaro Hernandez. And so we live in this world. We live in the fight card that was made last weekend, man. That shit, other than Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez, did you notice that I sit there and fell asleep watching the replay of and shout out to my man Ash Kicking Products. I'm gonna make it in a video. I was sitting there sat there and watched the replay of Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez 1 because they made such mismatches in those fights, such mismatches that they both ended in the first round. I watched a whole 2 weekends. Friday was Jose Benavidez. No, what's his name? Ramirez. Oh my God, man. Ramirez was like, are you kidding me? This dude, it was mismatches. All these fights are a bunch of mismatches. The last several fights for Terrence Crawford have been a bunch of mismatches. You're not going to grow that type of, ESPN's going to be happy because they half care about boxing. They half care about it. That's just like, all right, we'll put some boxing on so we can have some more content. We're going to have something, something for somebody else to look at on this ESPN Plus app. But other than that, it was a bunch of mismatches, man. Oh, we need more platforms. We need competition between networks is good. No, competition between networks is not good. Competition between fighters is good. I don't care who wins between show. That's what HBO. That's why HBO fell flat on their face. All this garbage, man. It's garbage. What's going on, Cali Capone? He said, I feel like Floyd wants one more fight so that he can kill that talk about him not being real 50-0 because he fought an MMA fighter. No, man, he wants that money. That could be a reason, but he can get away with it. He wore a fucking ski mask into the fight with Conor McGregor. He had a ski mask. Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao should both walk in with ski masks for this fight because it wasn't coincidental that Manny Pacquiao threatened to sue ESPN before this fight was announced. Remember that tweet? Like, I'm going to sue you because one, you've not paid me my money. Second, you're trying to restrict my future rights. And I did it in the video. I was like, what future rights could he be talking about? Well, now we know what future rights they're talking about. The future rights they were talking about was the future bank robbery about to take place, that's going to take place in December. That one. And Manny Pacquiao ain't trying to let Bob Arum have none of that money. And Bob Arum talking about, I don't want any parts of that. You ain't getting no parts of it because he ain't stupid anymore. But fans going to eat it up, dude. Fanon, have you said smash the like button? No, we got 276 people, man. Smash the like button or the dislike button. I'm cool, but just, hey, man, we got 275 people, man. Let me see if I can get my 200 likes, man. I've been falling short lately. I appreciate y'all listening to me talk, though, man. I really do. But this is something that needs to be, this is something that really does demonstrate. Oh, Floyd was the favorite over Zab? Yeah, he was the favorite over Zab. I wasn't saying that Zab. Yeah, somebody else might have said that about that. So, because I definitely know he's the favorite over Zab. But, man, there ain't been none of these guys getting, you're not going to really, you don't have any magic moments, man. You know what I mean? You don't have any moments where you be like, man, like, that was fight, man. That was tooth and nail. That was fight, man. Those dudes fought to the death. That dude, those dudes are like, not fight to the death, but you know what I mean? Alvarez is pumped up on steroids. Hey, man, maybe he is, but he's fighting people. Okay? He's fighting people. And he's got his fan base. Okay? You know what, Canelo? You know what Floyd Mayweather didn't do? Floyd Mayweather ain't about to announce no Manny Pacquiao fight the same weekend that Canelo Alvarez is fighting. I'll tell you that. Why people talking all that? Hey, you think he's going to put on a fight the same weekend as Canelo Alvarez? He might. If anything, he's trying to jump Canelo Alvarez in December. Like, I'm going to have a Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view fight in that. You think he's going to do that with Canelo Alvarez? Maybe, but his pocket's going to get hit. Canelo Alvarez got a fan base, dude. Not a Floyd fan base, but he's got a fan base, clearly. Won't this fight put Floyd over $1 billion? I don't know what it would do, man. And I don't mean to be offensive. I don't care about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s money at all, dude. At all. He spends he has an $18 million watch. He's a moron. Okay? Anybody that buys an $18 million watch, I think money is bad for him. Okay? I think at a certain point in time, dude, that's a spit in the face of the people that are buying fights for him. And then he's like, hey, even the way he announced it. Yeah, we got to fight with Manny Pacquiao too, another $100 million payday, just rubbing it in people's face. Man, what do I care, man? That's not proving anything, man. That's not a value. You're going to take way more out of it than that fight's worth, man. Oh, he said St. Cruz said he still wants to be the center of attention, teenager. Yeah, pretty much, man. But hey, man, Thomas Morris, I'm waiting to watch you speak the truth of good. Well, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm not paying for it. Man, what's going on, Sal Gutierrez? Look, man, but it is, again, it's these guys' faults. The one dude that I know, two dudes that I don't put in this ball of wax. I'm not putting Deontay Wilder in that ball of wax. And I'm not putting Tyson Fury in there. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, when they couldn't get the fight that they wanted, or at least Deontay Wilder couldn't, and Tyson Fury's going to feel like he's getting jobbed, what do? They decide that they're going to fight each other. That right there was going to put Deontay Wilder at the top of fucking boxing. And what does Floyd Mayweather decide to do? Oh, well, I'm going to go pay-per-view. I'm going to get a pay-per-view exhibition match the same month that Deontay Wilder was going to do his. I mean, dude, it didn't pass me that that's what he's doing. But Deontay Wilder, but I'm going to tell you, him trying to do that, I don't think it's going to mess up Deontay Wilder in the long run. Because Deontay Wilder is still going to get mad. First of all, he's a heavyweight. And second of all, he's got enough cojones that if he beats Tyson Fury, Floyd can only keep this shit up for so long. And Deontay Wilder is the truth. I didn't think Deontay Wilder, I was worried about Deontay Wilder the first time he said he wanted to fight Luis Ortiz. But Luis Ortiz, he fought Luis Ortiz. That's doing something Keith Thurman wouldn't do. Keith Thurman would not fight Errol Spence Jr. But, hey, man, that's why I ride with Deontay Wilder, man. He completely converted me into a fan of his. Tony Snowden said, facts, Fanon. That's the dude who deserves to be the king of boxing. That's the dude that's the dude that, in my opinion, that deserves it. I'm buying the Deontay Wilder fight, but streaming. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I'll do. If Manny Pacquiao and Deontay Wilder was on the same day, I would watch Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. And I would not watch Floyd Mayweather Jr. Manny Pacquiao. I would not do it. It was not worth the value. First of all, you know you're going to pay $100. They're going to charge you twice as much for half the fight. LT Green said, Fanon, I was on Undisputed Live earlier promoting your channel with the rest of the LGBT. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, man. I like that, man. But I'm a boxing fan, man. I'm a boxing fan. This is not media, man. This is boxing fan. So y'all want to? I'm a boxing fan. I'm not following behind these fighters, man. Corey Yellowman Jackson said, Fanon, you said it correctly just now. He's rubbing it in everybody's faces. Most importantly, the boxing fans who are the source of his income, of his income in the sport of boxing. Absolutely. So instead of doing what somebody might do and say, man, you know what? I want to give the fight fans the best fight they can see. I want to give them the best fight that they can see. I want to give you guys deserve this fight fans deserve this fight. For all you've done for me, all the support that you've given me, I got to give you this fight. He doesn't. He's like, I'm taking more of your money. I'm Floyd. I got $80 million watch. I got $18 million watch, and blah, blah, blah. And rubbing it in people's faces. I'm greater than Ali. I'm da. All of that shit. No, man. And see, the cats, I was a supporter, dude. Oh my God, man. What's this dude doing? Yeah, man. I was a supporter of his, man. Anthony O'Lock said, excuse me, man. God damn, man. It went away that quick. I'm sorry. This whole fight is just smoke. It's just to stroke Floyd's ego. We already saw this. I'm not paying for it. Would be funny if Floyd got caught and stopped. Yeah, that shit would be hilarious. But I'm not rooting for his downfall now. Don't get me wrong. He said it got me the first time. Yeah, they're going to charge you $100 for that fight, man. They're going to charge you $100 for the fight, and the fight ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. The fans ain't the main source of his income. It's the haters. Either way it goes. But hey, what's going on, Fahim? What's going on, Fahim? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, man? So, happy Fanon, you speaking the truth. I appreciate it, man. Wow, Fanon, you got 300 watching. My first 300. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the channel. If y'all ain't watched, subscribe, man. We go on right after the Troll Boxing Talk, man. But look, they said checking in on my break. What up, fam? What's going on, Yadi? It's not, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. Because I don't want people to get me confused. It is not Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fault that this is happening. It's not. It is the fight. It is the fans. It is the fault of the current welterweight champions. It is their fault because they have every resource at their hand. They have everything they need to make it so it's them that are fighting, that can make that, they can carry the day. World Breaker, we need to chop it up with you later. That's cool. I'm telling you, it's not their fault. It's not his fault. It's their fault. They have to take responsibility for it, man. When Floyd Mayweather Jr. walks out with $150 million, and then you look at yourself and you say, God, dog, I want to get there. It ain't going to happen by magic, dog. Sal Gutierrez, Fanon, can Al take some blame? No. Al Heyman is not to blame for that. Al Heyman is their manager. Al Heyman is their manager. He's an advisor. He has nothing to do with Terrence Crawford. And from my understanding, he does not tell those guys who they fight. They've got to agree to fight. They've got to agree to fight. If they're not willing to fight, if they're not stepping up there demanding those fights, it definitely 100% is not Al Heyman making Sean Porter say, if this fight doesn't happen, it's not on me. It's not my fault. It's not Errol Spence's fault if this doesn't happen next. I'm just telling you. That's not him that said that. Al Heyman did not make him say that. He could have been like, look, I don't care what these guys say. I want Errol Spence Jr. I'm about to whoop you, Errol Spence Jr. And you can say the things that you need to say in that ring and in the media to push these guys to want to take this fight. And I believe that 100% now. And I'm going to tell you why I believe it, because of the voices of fight fans have Anthony Joshua and they talk about Alexander from Anthony Joshua and what's his name? Alexander Povetkin sounding like this. I'm going to do it again. This is exactly what all the conversation about Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin sound like right now. That's the debate going on about Anthony Joshua right now, because fight fans crapped all over him for months for not taking the fight that everybody knew he wanted that he should have taken. And as a result, he hurt himself. And now, instead of being able to sell out, what's the news? Instead of selling out 90,000 seats, and they were like, damn, dog, you can't sell out anymore. What happened? You can sell out, but you can't sell out your tickets. And if it hits your ticket sales, it's going to hit your pay-per-view sales. You know the paper. What's going on, man? Anthony Johnson said, man, shout out for now, just checking in, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all y'all checking in, man. And I know y'all talk, cats are, I see some, it's hard for me to read the comments right now. But look, man, it is not Mayweather's fault if you want to do that. Okay? It's not. Look, you know when American cars started getting better? Back when I was a kid, early in the 80s, one of the reasons Detroit is in the condition that Detroit's in right now is because they took that same fight, they take the same mentality that these other 147 pounders are taking to fights. They use that same mentality for cars. And the same mentality HBO had for fights. That, okay, they're going to buy our cars, so what we really want them to do is we want you to keep coming back and come back and come back and buy these spare parts. So if you bought a Ford, you knew damn well that after a little bit of time, you're going to have to replace the alternator. And then 6 months later after that, you were going to have problems with your transmission. And then after that, you were going to, as soon as you got touched, a wheel fell off. And they called it planned obsolescence. So they were like, look, we just want you to keep buying parts over and over again. It's not enough for you just to buy a car, right? We know we can make the car good enough so it can, like a Volvo, we can make it like a Volvo where you could drive this car forever and you could get great value out of it and you'll be happy and you won't have to keep going to the mechanic. But then what happened? Honda was like, nah, we'll give you a car that works and we'll give you a lot better gas mileage and you won't have to keep getting it fixed and it's going to ride for 250,000 miles. Why don't you take that? But then what happens? All of a sudden they stop buying Fords. They're like, man, American cars are pieces of shit. Why would I buy that? American cars are a piece of shit. And that's what you guys are giving people as fights. Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez is a piece of shit fight. It's a piece of shit. You already know who's going to win. You already know who's going to win. There's no doubt. Jose Benavidez is going to lose to Terrence Crawford. You know it. Okay? We know it. It's not a question of maybe, if, ands, buts, nothing. He's going to win that fight. You knew Terrence Crawford was going to beat Julius Ndungo. You knew Terrence. Maybe there was a question about Terrence Crawford and Victor Postol. Maybe. You know Anthony Joshua's about to beat Alexander Povetkin. But who's going to win Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua? You don't know. So the first thing is give fight fans some type of fucking something to pay for. We didn't know who was going to win between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. I picked Canelo because I'll be straight. I'm like, shit, you got to knock out Canelo to get a draw. I'm a Canelo fan, and I'll tell you that. But damn, it was a good fight. I didn't pay for it. But whoever paid for their tickets in that fight, that fight was worth the price of admission. That fight was not a Julius Ndungo, Terrence Crawford, one shot to the rib, the dude's spinning around on the ground crying. All right? It wasn't that. It wasn't an Errol Spence Jr. versus Carlos Ocampo. One shot to the rib, dudes rolling around on the ground. It wasn't Kell Brook. What Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr. That was a fight. What kind of conversations? Go back to the conversations we were having about that. We were having who's going to win, who's going to win, who's going to win. And it turned out Errol Spence in a very good fight won. But that was worth the value. These fighters want to give people shit fights. Now you got Sean Porter, if I'm correct. Now I've heard through the rumor mill, and I'm not caring about the rumor mill either. I don't care about the rumor that he's going to fight. He's in negotiations to fight Sean Porter. Dog, no, all kind of rumors about negotiations. I'm in negotiations. Right now, I'm in a negotiation with Blood Boxing. Give me $50 million for my next fight. Right? I called Blood Boxing on the phone. I said, Blood, I want to fight you for $50 million. Let's negotiate. You think that negotiation is going to pan out in a $50 million fight? Hell no. I don't care about your negotiations. I care about the fight actually happening. Mikey Garcia, I'm not interested in your plan to be the first guy to win belts in 4-weight divisions over an 11-month span. I could not give a fuck less. I want to know, can you beat Vasyl Lomachenko? I don't want to know whether or not you could. I had no doubt in my mind that he was going to beat that 140-pounder. I had no doubt in my mind that he was going to beat, what's his name? Quite honestly, man, I didn't have much of a doubt if he was going to beat Robert Easter. I thought Robert Easter had an outside chance, but there wasn't no heated debate going on about whether or not he was beating him. I don't care, and I don't care. I want to see the champion at a weight division. The biggest fight that can have, there's several fights that are big fights that can happen because people want to know. Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. People want to know. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, or Errol Spence Jr., Keith Thurman. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Hopefully, it will get to the point where it is Canelo Alvarez versus somebody. Right now, it could be Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo as a mandatory, but the argument for him fighting Charlo was the mandatory. It's his mandatory, don't duck him. But it could also be for unification between Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs or Deverenchenko if they win. Or it could be Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade. But for sure, the only cat that it matters is everybody versus Canelo. Because Canelo is already established himself. He's an established fan base, and he showed you what he was at least willing to do, even if he's taking the hot dog meat. Hot dog meat or not, dog. Well, not hot dog meat, but burger meat, whatever it is, dude. Canelo versus Spence ain't time for that yet, man. The Rock, no disrespect, man, but it's not time. What's going on, DOG? It's not time for that yet. Canelo Alvarez has business to take care of with Errol Spence. Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence has business to take care of with Keith Thurman. It's not time to jump out of the division and go fight Canelo. Canelo got business with Charlo. Oh, man, Motor City Cobra said, but not Blood versus Fanon, make it happen. Exactly, I ain't fighting Blood, man. He ain't beating me up for no 50. For $50 million, I'll fight that big motherfucker, though. Let his big ass come up. $50 million, hey, he's going to have to whoop me. For $50 million, you're going to have to whoop me, dog. And I'm telling you, I'm biting. Is biting allowed? Because I'm the little man, dog. I ain't taking no ass. You know how big that dude is? Dr. J. Dub said, oh, LT Green, go to these channels, live strats, push the LDBC brand. It's a channel and its channel holder. Yes, what's up, man? That's a fact. That's a factor. Hey, man, I'm not fucking with Blood. If you ain't paying me, you pay me, hell yeah. I'm going to do it. Black Fight Fan TV dude on the same day. Okay? I'll take them two 6'5", 240 plus dudes. I'll fight them both on the same day for $50 million. Same day, dog. Same day. I get my ass up off the floor. Blood about 6'8". Man, and I'll fight Ticket too. Fucking all of them motherfuckers. All of them. At the same time for $50 million. But that's just fancy, right? That's just, to put it in a British term, that's just fancy. That's just BSing, right? Because ain't nobody going to give me that money to do that. What's going on, Underground Asylum? I'm chilling, man. Salute to you as well. But this is for real. Anthony Joshua had $80 million to fight Deontay Wilder, and he didn't take it. And he will never live that down. Ever live that down. Retro Box gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'll fight your big ass $50 million. We'll be scrumming, dog. Believe it. I'll put my knee brace on. Get my margarito wraps ready. I'm gonna eat some of that Canelo meat. All ready to go, dog. I'm telling you, give me some of that Panama Lewis, the one he mixed. All of that, dog. All of that. But I ain't even gonna do that. $50 million, I come in there clean as a whistle, get clocked and be done. I don't care. But anyway, man, I'm not blaming Floyd. I'm blaming these dudes, man. Hell yeah, I need a knee brace, man. I don't want to have surgery, man. Kidding me? Yeah, I'm right. I'll put my knee brace. They'll let you fight in a knee brace. I'll be out there like David Haye getting spun around in the circle. Getting spun around in the circle, dog. And I can do it because they're heavyweights, dog. See, I ain't got to make that excuse. I don't need no pound for pound either. They're heavyweights. And I'm a light heavyweight, dog. I get up in there. Oh, 78 said, I'll fight anybody in the world for $50 million except Mike Myers. Yeah, because you ain't coming out of that. $50 million? No, not for that. Oh, Deion Washington, I hate that you can get your notification, man. We were on. Hey, man, let's get the likes up, man. We had 175 likes. We got 305 people in the building, man. Thank you, 78 and Black Fight Fan TV for letting me, some cats to roll with y'all. Come stop by and meet Fanon. I appreciate you. LT Greer said, when a major channel goes live, I'm in there, pound LDBC. I think that's important. I think that's real important, man. These cats would lighten up the HBO broadcast, man. They're like, who is that? Yeah, we the ones talking about boxing, man, and real fights happening. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2 or the battle of the bingo contestants. I'll take the bingo contestants because it's going to be worth more of the value, dog. No, it's not, man. $50 million ain't no chump change, man. I would fucking fight. I would fight for bro for 1.5. Oh yeah, I'll do it for 1.5. On the real, $50,000. Now I'm not going to let you beat me up for $1,000 now. I'll go work for $1,000, dog. You're not beating me up for no $1,000. Which by the way, some fighters are doing. There are fighters getting out there getting their ass whooped for $1,000, less than $1,000. Cats have probably went in there, got their ass whooped, and had to take a loss getting their ass whooped. But you cats won't want to fight. But look, man, there's a big difference. But you know what the difference between earning $3 million is and earning $100 million? Let's just say Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford say they both do $10 million a fight after everything's done. $10 million. Do you know the difference between $10 million and $100 million? $90 million. They need to get to the point where they can get the money that has already been earned. You know what the ceiling is, man. You're nowhere near the ceiling. You're nowhere near the ceiling. What did I think of Eminem's kill shot? Man, he's just a different league from that MGK, whatever his name is. He's just a different league, man. LT Green, I'm a lot like y'all. I don't have that YouTube voice, so I'm gonna do my work on my own. Pound LDBC. Hey, man, you got the voice. You can always start a channel, start talking about boxing, man. Everybody got the voice. I'm trying to tell you, everybody, they fought. Oh, they got to fight somebody. Yeah, they fight each other. There's not a question who they need to fight. He said that's a crazy perspective. The difference is not. I'm telling you, dude, that's a huge difference, man. It's $90 million. That's a dumbass Anthony Joshua. You say, you ain't lying. I'm only in my fourth fight, and I see the pay other people as well as mine. So when these dudes turning down money down, I'll be ready to fight them for that spot. Yeah. And these dudes ain't nowhere near what these guys are making. And I'm not even talking about Floyd. Think about Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin probably made $20 million this weekend. Gennady Golovkin probably made $20 million this weekend. Do you know the difference between $10 million and $20 million? $10 million. For Anthony Joshua to turn that down, dude, Oh, Deion Washington, what's my prediction for Joshua versus Povetkin? Joshua. I take Joshua in that fight. But I don't care, dog. No disrespect of obviously Deion Washington. I mean, clearly I got Joshua. I wouldn't even be surprised if Povetkin took a dive. They're crooked as a letter Z over there, man. Chin Shakers, Fanon, listened to your live stream yesterday about the pound for pound and did a video about it. Oh, what's up? Oops, sorry, went too fast. Check it out. Yeah, Chin Checkers for sure. Absolutely, man. I'll check it out. Hey, subscribe to Chin Checkers, by the way. Man, yeah, Anthony Joshua $50 million turned down was crazy. Dog, that's bananas, dog. That's bananas. And see, that's what he is the biggest fuck up in all of boxing. Because he chose to be a domestic fighter. He chose to be a domestic fighter. There is no international boxing is what happens in Vegas. That's international boxing. Because that's the stage for major international boxing. The major international boxing matches happen in the United States. The Rock, what should be next for GGG? Cash his check and go home, man. Cash your check, go the way of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, man. Go the way of Marvelous Marvin Hagler. You thought you got robbed, sit down like Marvelous had. Follow in the footsteps of Marvelous Marvin Hagler and sit your ass down. Because you're not going to beat Canelo. You're not going to beat Canelo. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get that decision, dog. Canelo has you figured out. Canelo has no change in that he's going to do that's going to help him get out of that, man. Floyd is behind Sugar Ray Robinson. Floyd's behind a lot of people in my book. But they ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying, we'll see when Floyd stops fighting, what people think. You know what I mean? The thing about Sugar Ray Robinson, man, is people still talking about him. Sugar Ray Robinson might have been dead, what? Is he been dead 40 years yet? Did he die in 80 or is that Joe Louis that died in around the 80s? Early. I think Joe Louis died in the early 80s. I think maybe Sugar Ray Robinson might have died in the 70s. So Sugar Ray Robinson's been past almost 50 years and people still talking about him. We'll see. Is your legacy going to last 50 years, man? That's legacy. Legacy is what happens when you dead. Okay? Ain't nobody going to remember Joe. 50 years from now, ain't nobody talking about Joe Calzaghe. Okay? The way Anthony Joshua's going, 50 years from now, ain't nobody talking about that. You know, there's only certain people that people talk about that long. People ain't talking about man, it's just as hard for people to talk about Monzon, Carlos Monzon. Oh, Robinson died in the late 80s. Thank you very much, man. I didn't recall. So he must have passed after Joe Louis. But you know, that's when people if you ain't fought in 50 years and people still the first person they mention is your name, that's a legacy. Okay. I rank Pacquiao high. High enough. Fanon, Mayweather versus Zab 2 instead of Pac-Man. Nah, that's definitely a fight I ain't trying to see. Zab need to sit down too. Sugar Ray Robinson died April 2nd, 1989. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. He died after Joe Louis. Anyway, rest in peace. Cass ain't talked, but he ain't fought since 1960s. 60s. I think it was 60s. Okay, no response from Fanon, so I blocked him. Oh, you blocked who? I don't know, man. Whatever. Y'all do what y'all do. Once Wilder, KO Wilder, will he have a legacy? For sure. For sure, he will. And if Anthony Joshua beats him, he will. Anthony Joshua, I think, announced himself as the best of his generation. What kind of corny shit does that sound like? That sounds like Floyd Mayweather. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like Floyd Mayweather Jr. talk, man. Anyway, man, it is what it is, man. Can Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo at this stage? No, I don't think so. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, I'll go on. Absolutely not. He can't beat Canelo. But hey, fight him. Fight him. If you want to make $100 million, fight him. You'll make more money fighting him than Pacquiao. Go fight him. Fight him. If you want to do it, if Floyd want to come back and get a fight that I'm willing to pay, go fight Canelo. I'll pay for that. But he ain't winning that fight. That's why he's not taking that fight. And that's why he took that fight early to begin with. For now, what do you think? Do you think Wilder Fury can end up on a Maypac? No, I hope not. Absolutely not, man. That would be a spit in the face of what they're trying to accomplish. I ain't giving Floyd Mayweather Jr. a goddamn cent. No. And I'm not streaming Wilder Fury. They have no business being on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Manny Pacquiao to totally ruin what these cats are trying to do in the weight class that matters. Man, the heavyweight division should not be taken second tier to welterweights, man. They should not, especially a welterweight exhibition. No, they need to stand on their own, man. These cats are fighting for the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. As a hardcore boxing fan and a boxing purist to the extent that I can be one, I don't want to see that, man. I want to see Wilder get what Wilder or whoever those two dudes need to get what they deserve, which is to be the king of boxing and not have it be not be it as some way to help Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao get more money, because they're not going to get. I mean, what? No. The world doesn't need to see the heavyweight championship, the lineal heavyweight championship, as an undercard. It's not an undercard. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather should be on their undercard. But that's just not where it is in boxing, because these cats won't fight each other. You know, just like, I mean, that great saying that people have been saying, and I don't know who I can give the credit to for it. So if you said it, forgive me, man, for not being able to give that to you and let you know that I know I'm paying respect to you for having said it. But people want to be Money Mayweather. They don't want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd is the guy, he got the paycheck later for what he did early. Muhammad Ali got his money, got his big money in the 70s for what he did in the 60s. Floyd, do you realize that Muhammad Ali took on Sonny Liston with 20 fights? Let me see. I hate to go to box rec in the middle of this, but this is the man. The man is Ali. Okay? The man is Ali. Who did Muhammad Ali take? When did he was a massive underdog, calling out for this fight. This is why Ali made the money, because he could give you this. 1964, man. Sonny Liston in 1964, he was a pro for 4 years, man, which means he was 22 years old. And he fought Sonny Liston. Then he fought cats he didn't have to fight. Sonny Liston. Then he fought another heavyweight champion in Floyd Patterson. He fought, how many fights did he come back before he fought Joe Frazier? And then he didn't have to fight. He didn't even have to fight George Foreman. He could have said he was the A side and I'm the A side. The WBC and the WBA were split at that point in time. They could have waited. He could have negotiated to get George Foreman stripped. He fought and knocked out George Foreman. That's why he got all that money later on. Why he could get multi-million-dollar paydays against Jimmy Young and Richard Dunn and Alfredo Evangelista. You know, those guys. But even then, he still fought cats like Ernie Shavers. Man, I just got to know, come on, man. Y'all got to do what you got. You got to earn it, man. But the thing is, it's there to be earned. It's there to be earned. It's there to be earned. It's either you or it's either one of you, man. You telling me if I can get into a room with Blood and I'm like, look, Blood, man, we got to fight each other, because either I'm going to keep on earning, you know, $1 million. You're going to keep on earning $1 million, and we could do this forever. Or me and you can get $4 million to fight each other, and the winner's going to start fighting for 50. All right? You or I, one of us got to go, man, but one of us got to go. You know what I mean? Something's going to have to happen. And that's where I am on these cats. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. need to get in a room with Keith Thurman. Get in a room and say, look, man, we got to make this happen, dude. We got to make this happen. Mayweather's defensive style is not ruining boxing. He's a great boxer. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not the style. It's the anticipation of the fight. It's who do you want? That's who people want to see fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. deserves the credit because he deserves this credit. People want to see him fight. They want to see him fight because they know who he is. These guys have to get together and be the cat that they know, who they know, and it's going to be somebody. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not going to be the last cat to make that money. But the guys that are at the top level of the boxing, in order for all of these guys to make those major paydays, somebody's got to pop out the top. It goes like that. Like, think of all the money that was made in the heavyweight division in the 1990s, right? Late 1990s, early 2000s. Because Mike Tyson was the big money man. Evander Holyfield wound up getting $30 million a fight. Do you realize Evander Holyfield 15 years ago was guaranteed $30 million a fight? He was getting $30 million. He was guaranteed $30 million a fight. And these guys ain't guaranteed. None of these guys getting guaranteed $30 million a fight. But because he could fight, he fought Riddick Bowe. Because he fought Mike Tyson. He fought Lennox Lewis. That's why he made that type of money. That's why Lennox Lewis was making that type of money. And Mike Tyson was making that type of money. All those guys were all making that type of money. Because once you get one guy pop off the top, everybody around him is going to make that money. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. has already set the bar higher for the money. Floyd is not going to be the all-time richest boxer forever. He won't be. Because you already know, dude, what it takes to make that much money. You need 4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a piece, and you need to sell out. You need to sell out the MGM Grand or whatever the new Vegas casino is. And you need everybody talking about you. It's not even about the quality of the fight that you're fighting. But if they want to keep if they want to keep arguing about, how much money they're making because they're making good money, dog, it could be one and done for these cats, man. Anyway, but hey, who am I? I'm just, it's just for nine talking shit. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But look, man, I got to cut out, man. I know some other cats trying to go on. I'm a little bit over my time, over this hour. Man, I appreciate everybody for showing on, man. Oh, RJ said, Fanon, to your point, each division needs one unified champion so all the other one knows what to go. Absolutely. That's why you need to get rid of these damn sanctioning bodies. The sanctioning bodies are the biggest problem. So they're the biggest problems because because they're not forced to fight. They got so many outs. They got so many ways to be allowed not to fight. That's why I'm like, dude, if there was one thing that I would love to have happening, somebody to file a class action suit against all the sanctioning bodies and all of the sports network with whatever, like a consumer and regulatory affairs type of issue for false advertising. None of you guys are having championship fights. None of you. You're all trying to make me believe that all of these guys are champion. Not everybody there can only be one champion. And since you're saying you got a champion that I'm paying for a championship fight and it's really not a championship fight, I want my money back, or I want you guys to stop saying that you have champions. You should say you have titles. And since you have titles, you have titles. Oh, this should be HBO title boxing. It should be Showtime title boxing. ESPN title boxing. We're going for the WBC title. But what's the title? It should never be the champion. They should never be allowed to say champion. The only guy that should have been able to say there was a championship fight was the fight that took place between Murat Gassiev and Alexander Usyk. That was a championship fight. The rest of these cats ain't having championship fights. And it's false advertising, and they should stop it because it's adding confusion to the marketplace, and people are spending their money on things that they're not getting. When you say I'm buying this championship fight and I'm going to pay $100 for this championship fight, you're going to show me championship fights. You don't show me championship fights. You show me title fights. A title is not a champion. I got a title. Okay, and I'm the director of contracts for a company. I'm a director of contracts. That's a champ. That's a title. Okay? TBE, that's a title. It's a self-given title. It's not a champion. You know what I mean? It's not a champion. Please file suit against St. Vice first. Hey man, it's a class action suit. I'm not a litigator. Somebody else need to file a class action suit. The LDBC, somebody go to Blood Boxing's page and get 50,000 people on on a petition and hand it to a U.S. senator. Something like that. So I'm like, we got 50,000 signatures saying that you need to do X to boxing. Delegitimize all sanctioning bodies for whatever you can find, because there's some law out there somewhere that they can use to get somebody to make problems for people for false advertising, because that's what they're doing. It's false advertising. You're getting me to buy something where you're telling me it's one thing, but it's not. Okay? You need to put a little disclaimer. When you say a champion, you need to be forced to put a disclaimer at the bottom of, just like the drug companies that say that this is going to help this. You need to tell me all the shit that's bad in a little disclaimer so that I know that this is not really a title. This is really not a champion. This is not a championship fight. This is a title. This is just some title. Who cares? Okay, it's 1/4 of it. It's ridiculous, man. But anyway, look, man, I appreciate everybody coming out, man. I do got to roll, get some work done, man. I so much love, and I appreciate the love in the super chat. Thank you guys for coming to the channel today, man, and chopping it up with me. It's the biggest live stream I've ever done. So I appreciate you guys, showing up, man. So look, I'll be back tomorrow after Trill Boxing Talk. Definitely check these cats out. They come on 8 o'clock Central, 8, usually around 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Fluctuates a little bit in there, man, but I always come on right after them. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody coming and hey, listening to me talk. So, man, peace to all y'all. And with that, oh yeah, if y'all ain't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And with that, I'm out. Peace.